Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's New in Tokyo for ITSM. I'm Chad Corvo, Product Marketing Engineer here at ServiceNow. Fun fact about me, your presenter, I am based in San Diego, birthplace of ServiceNow. Had the opportunity and the honor to present the San Diego release to many of you. I also lived in Tokyo, in Minato-Ku, for about 10 years. It was some time ago, but for all my friends in Japan, around the world, I want to say, Nihon no tomodachi no minasan, konnichiwa. Now, as I mentioned, it's been some time, but let's go ahead and kick this off. Now, my bet is that you saw a lot of greatness coming out from the Tokyo release, right? We're bringing those new experiences to your business portfolio, as well as up-leveling that service operations conversation. What do you mean? Well, boosting engagement, right? We're talking about boosting engagement and productivity for both your customers and your employees. And we saw Dave Wright talk about supercharging the intelligence for your platform. So looking at AI, machine learning, and things like virtual agents. And finally, really accelerating the value of your platform with those purpose-built solutions. So in the next 20 minutes or so, I'd like to talk specific to what's happening in ITSM. So first, what are we trying to solve in the Tokyo release? Now, what is ServiceNow really delivering for both you and your teams? And we've heard it loud and clear that siloed service operations can no longer keep pace with your and your team's needs, as well as the technology demands of a digital-first world. And those three themes came out of this, right? It was cloud complexity. It was way too much to get up and running with the various clouds. Also, your teams are overworked, they're overburdened with various tasks and really want to solve for that. And then finally, governance. It's still key for many of you and your key stakeholders. So here are some key highlights from the Tokyo release that could help address some of the needs for customers like yourself. Admin Center, part of ServiceNow Impact. Very excited to showcase this to you today, as well as Service Operations Workspace and the enhancements that are coming to Tokyo. Service Operations, a very popular story from San Diego, and we're going to continue to up-level that conversation. And then finally, we're going to close on Change DevOps Velocity, a very popular subject for many of you. So in today's relatively short session, I hope to show you how ServiceNow, service streams, developer teams, we all can continue to lead the way and partner together. So let's kick this off with Admin Center from our ServiceNow Impact team. Now, this is hugely exciting because we're continuing to streamline the adoption and really empower your admin. Now, Admin Center, it's a centralized and simple management solution for both instance and application, just really helping you on that journey. And really, instead of talking about it, let's see Admin Center in action. So here it is, our first of 3 demo videos for ITSM, What's New in Tokyo. It's called Admin Center. It's a way to centralize and simplify the management of your instance and applications. Now, some of you might have seen Dave Wright speak with this with our customer in his keynote. And really, ServiceNow's Admin Center is that new application in the Tokyo release. And what's the purpose? Admin Center will continue to evolve to become a centralized place to manage all your strategic and tactical administrative work on the ServiceNow platform. And we can see I'm logged in as an admin. I'm on the home page, ways to manage my instance. And we can see that 30 applications are ready for an update. Now, although this is very useful information for our ServiceNow admins, it is yet to offer guidance that some of our customers have been asking for. That is, until now. We can also see that admins are offered instant security notifications. So here, our ServiceNow admins are given security reports as well as current compliance scores around instant security, all very beneficial. In addition to managing the instance and offering security needs, ServiceNow admins gain clear insight into key tasks or key needs to address the business needs or organizational strategies. So, even better, Adoption Blueprint. Here is where admins can utilize adoption blueprints for the outcomes that align to enterprise strategic priorities. So what does that mean? Let's talk about Adoption Blueprint for technology excellence. Now, here we can see where the plans take action. We can take action on key priorities for the company, as well as ways to get the most out of our ServiceNow licenses. Now, this is really where the rubber hits the road. Adoption blueprints, such as this one for technology excellence, offers quick insight to process meters that we see here. Also, see what is suggested next, as well as what has been completed, as well as how to build a foundation or enhance the experience of the ServiceNow solution. We can even optimize specific functionality such as incident management, problem management, change management, service mapping, all key for many of you out there. So admins also get clear insights to what is not installed, also what is included with the license, or what needs an update. Now, we saw that service operations needed an update. Service operations is very popular from our San Diego release. Many of you are excited around it. So let's go ahead and see the updates around this. And we can see in this view, our admin gets a summary of the updates, what key features that will support this latest update, as well as help resources specific to this update. Let's go ahead and make some of these updates. With a little bit of demo magic, we've completed this update. Let's go ahead and get started with the guided setup aspect around this update. Now, here is where ServiceNow shows us how to better configure and adopt the ServiceNow solutions. We see that the updates are in progress, and so now new in Tokyo, the guided setup functionality that some of you are very familiar with is now part of your adoption blueprint experience for system admin. Also, we have best advised experiences are offered along with handy info to help ease this process. Now, admins can get as granular as needed. Also allows admins to pick up right where they left off. Now, depending on the update or the configurations, admins will gain insight on how to correctly configure functionality such as this landing page or agent overview sections. Now, as I click to go back through this, I just want to give you a summary. Now, Admin Center as well as the adoption blueprints can be used to address organizational needs for achieving those business goals and business growth. Each blueprint focuses on a strategic priority. Now, it suggests the applications and the plugins that are best suited for your business goals. And with that, that concludes our first demo for today. How cool is that, right? Really focusing on role-based capabilities. And this is what we thought of when we built this for the ServiceNow Impact team. Now, Admin Center is the next innovation for admins. If this has intrigued you in any way, please reach out to our Impact team to learn more. Now, this next solution has many of you excited. It's our Service Operations Workspace. And in Tokyo, as I mentioned, we're going to continue to evolve this experience for both IT and operations teams. And instead of talking about the slideware here, let's show some of these enhancements in action. So here's our second demo for the Tokyo release in ITSM. It's service operations. Many of you were excited around this. We've got some cool enhancements coming for agents here in Tokyo. And what does that look like? Well, let's start with guided setup. You saw some of this in our Admin Center. And as I mentioned in this first demo, guided setup has a whole new look and feel. And it's really specific to SOW. We've added ways to create best experiences as well as ways to ease the setup process, right? And specific to SOW, we've added prescriptive details around each step of this setup, such as how agents can set up their agent chat or configure advanced work assignment. Now, these are all very important aspects that we heard from you. Now, as we jump into our familiar Service Operations Workspace homepage or SOW homepage, we've added an onboarding functionality. What does that mean? We've added agent onboarding, and here we can offer agents intro videos to their new workspace, or even maybe some recent updates that have been made to the workspace. In the next screen, we could also put in targeted information around key features, key tasks, or how-tos, which can be quickly displayed to our agents. Now, let's close this SOW demo with some of the key aspects that got you excited in our San Diego release of this product. Now, details around the impact, the affected CIs, the other key information that was auto-populated in our details or related records fields for our agents really helped ease the work. Now, we're going to take that up a notch in the Tokyo release and add something called investigation framework. And we're going to add this into the mix, into this investigate tab. What we're doing is we're offering richer insights around CI metrics and affected CIs, information such as memory utilization or CPU utilization or uptimes of the CIs. And this is really helping agents getting to resolution quicker. So really, again, trying to up-level this service operations story and this workspace. And with that, this concludes our second demo in the series. How cool is that? Service operations. So you might be seeing a theme throughout this session. You saw admin center from our impact team. You saw guided setup for service operations workspace. And that theme is really to support both you and your teams in getting up and running quickly and really driving the value just as quickly. So as I mentioned in our San Diego broadcast, DevOps is now part of ITSM Pro. Very exciting. And we're looking at avoiding outages from configuration changes, something that's very specific to the solution as of this Tokyo release. Now, it's also exciting to my friends over at the ITOM side. They're going to do a demo on this a little bit deeper. But that being said, DevOps config is very, very exciting. We're looking at configuration level changes, and it's also integrating with various DevOps pipelines. Now, this means that GitHub, Azure, Jenkins, everything is pulled into the platform seamlessly. And instead of talking about it, let's go ahead and see this whole demo in action. So here it is, our final demo for the Tokyo release on everything DevOps, DevOps config, DevOps change velocity, all for ITSM. And here we are starting as a developer, making an update to a payment service via Jenkins, right? This happens all the time with our developers in companies like yours. So as our developer deploys the code, ServiceNow is able to ingest and validate all the data throughout the build cycle that you see here. And at various points, you can see where the configuration files are ingested by our ServiceNow DevOps solution, even gaining a snapshot of uploaded configuration files specific to this build. Now, at the time of this recording, this is something very unique to ServiceNow's solution. So as we quickly saw, it went through the change control, the validation, it successfully passed the snapshot status, thereby going into production because this information met all the requirements to push this into production. Now, think about the time saved as well as the up-leveled risk management and governance around this very agile process. Now, what does this look like on the ServiceNow side? I'm showing here, this is our developer admin view. So our DevOps admin view from the ServiceNow platform. And here we can see things like pipeline history and the details of each deployment. And in between the snapshot stage and the change control stage, we gain access to prescriptive details around the automated change. We're even given insights to the execution details found in this change. Also, the flow logic. We can dive into that and ServiceNow's Flow Designer. It's really showing how this is built, how it performs, and how it could be tweaked. So this actually brings us to another point, DevOps config policy aspects. Now here, admins can get a set of default DevOps config policies to validate the configuration data like we saw at the front of this demo. Now, this is found in your DevOps config administration area that we see here. Now you can use these or you can customize these default DevOps config policies to validate your own configuration content and make sure that it's compliant. So in the policy builder area, we even offer a test playground. We can set input parameters. We can map those inputs as well as evaluate what has been created. Now, DevOps config admin can also give insights to evaluation times, statuses, decisions. And by publishing this, we can see the state changes from draft to current. So additionally, DevOps admin are given prescriptive insight to when the policies have been activated and things of that nature. So now that we've gone through the DevOps pipeline, we've gone through change control, we've gone through policies, let's touch on accelerated alert aspect of DevOps config, as well as how we investigate the config changes in Service Operations Workspace. Now, we can see there's been alert assigned to our operations team. So diving into the alert, this operations team gains insights into the CIs, as well as the type of alert. And as our team clicks into the related records, we can see the platform offers probable root cause due to a change. Now, as the team digs in a bit deeper, it's offered rich details around this disruption. But what is key to know is that the config data tab and the snapshot deployment timeline, as well as the config change information. So all really brought in full detail, really highlighting that ServiceNow DevOps config application validates and manages the configuration data of your enterprise applications across every stage of the DevOps pipeline, as well as offers clear insights into visualization. Now, if I've intrigued you in any way around alert and a root cause part of this demo that I didn't dive into, I would strongly recommend you watching What's New in ITOM for Tokyo. They will demo this DevOps config root cause subject matter in more detail. And now this concludes the final demo in this series. So now this concludes our ITSM Tokyo release overview. And my hope is that you'll take away that ServiceNow's ability to really streamline your solution journey with things like admin experience or drive adoption rates for virtual agents, machine learning, AI. Also, that service operations, it continues to be the core of your success for both IT and operations teams where they're no longer siloed. We'll continue to up-level that conversation. And finally, both DevOps and automated change management, they're going to be the heroes in both your governance and transparency story for your enterprise. Please check out some of the other amazing sessions that you see here. And with that, I'd like to thank you for spending your time with me. Arigatou gozaimasu.